Hello and welcome. We are doing yet another series. I'm going to change that to a capital letter. And this series is all about making an amazing fortification and castle that will be known as BAM Forts. We're using the Tunneler's Dream Superflat, which, in case you don't know, is the... Wait a minute. Oh, it's gone off it now. Presets, Tunneler's Dream, use preset. It is bedrock, 230 layers of stone, 5 layers of dirt, and a top layer of grass blocks. One thing I am wondering about, if it's 235, will we be able to build particularly high? Does it apply to the regular height restrictions? We will find out as we go, most likely. Create a new world. Yes, this one does allow for regular growth of trees, which I think is actually good for this, because of what the series is. It's building fortification. And right here in the middle we appear to have a nice open location. We could start to build up the fortification. So we want the fortification to be off the ground, and there will be a staircase upwards. I was going to use Staircase of Doom for it, but as that trying to make the Staircase of Doom failed anyway, that seems a bit pointless now. So we're gonna. This will be our first major aesthetic building series. You know, focusing on what it looks like as much as how well it functions. So for now, the foundations we're going to raise, and we're going to raise the foundations 6 levels high. We are going to have foundations of, I think, 10 by 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is going to be the where we build our inner circle area of the fortification. Obviously some trees will be knocked down, but we'll try and leave as many as possible. This is one that does allow buildings as well, so we might even get some villages to look after, some villages within our to claim as part of our kingdom. Yes, we want the height to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can just do that all around now, and then I will fill in the middle. And yep, I'm going to cut to where I've finished building the foundations, okay? Hello back now. Yep, the little bit of dirt here has been built up. The grass will grow around the area as we need it to. But we are going to get straight on to the building. One thing I did mean to do, however, that I forgot, is although different entranceways will be opened up, I did intend to do no, maybe in a bit. If I do it, I'll probably do it in between videos, because it would be a bit of a wearisome task, and I know not all of you will want to experience it. Now to start building it, we are going to start building it using, I'm going to look at different pieces first. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use yet. I'm just going to have a look through some different items. I do like the textured gravel, but obviously it's difficult to build with for obvious reasons. I've got any nether brick actually. Nether brick. Nether brick's quite dark, isn't it? It's ready actually, but maybe not. I think we're going to count nether brick out. So this main centre building is going to be a circular construction, most likely. It's going to be a pretty important part of the area and the centre of all the fortification. Not to mention where the king will obviously lay down and rest. So we're going to start to build. I'm not going to make it too huge because obviously this is only a small area we are working with here, but oh. I'm just looking at portions. May make this a few times just to decide which bit of it is right. Yes. Do like the fact that it's got this bit here. I think what we are going to do is on this bit we are actually just going to have plain, simple, easily openable 2 wooden doors. No pressure plates. And then I will show you what else we are going to have in a memento. So I want it to be quite a high hall because although it's going to be small, as it is, this isn't going to be the entire circle area that you find in the middle of the castle. This is literally just going to be the king's quarters right in the middle of that area, and then in front of that there'll be thingy. So this is literally just a tiny bit. This will be where the king, aka me, because it's bound forts, will sleep and spend most of his nighttime hours. And it is of course nighttime now. I have got this on peaceful mode, by the way. Yep. But that will obviously, it will turn into non-peaceful when we've built up the castle, and then we'll have, the idea of it is for it to be a PvP thing because we're going to build a bad guy castle as well, possibly under the name of one of my friends, although that itself has not been decided yet. We want it to be taller because we want there to be a small area where you'd be able to go up. The bed is going to be, if I get bed out, bed zone decoration blocks that way. Yep. I'm also thinking about creating a texture pack for this, but that might not be in the that might be in the slightly more distant future. That idea. Yep. And then we're going to have quite a few chests. I was also thinking about getting bibliocraft for this because obviously that would be a useful idea, but I'm not sure if we'll get round to getting such a mod, but if we do, it would obviously be useful for different reasons. I'm gonna get rid of the gravel for now. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side with symmetry. Obviously, we'll fill when we're doing when we actually go into PvP. These chests will probably be filled to different things. Yep. So it's nice and open, so anybody can go in. But what we are then going to have is my first little redstone device. If I just wipe some of this stuff we do not need. Maybe get yep, sticky piston, lever, redstone. Yep, we will have a I'm trying to camouflage this in well, so it will just literally looks like a little porch area, and the sticky pistons we will have hidden. Yep, so at the moment this just looks like a little porch area into the doors, doesn't it? And then if we cover this is why I wanted an extra bit of space on this side. And like this. Here we go, and then we want I think now we've hit him up quite nicely. Obviously one thing we do want to do is get the lever for them ready. So if we go to this area here and we just yep, and do the same thing on this side. Here we go. You can see now that this area is gettable too. Going to place the floorboards. We have not put floorboards now. We will not be able to if we're going to use redstone here realistically. I think I'm going to add the flooring in now actually, just to save time of flooring. We're going to use half sides. We're not going to use stone bricks, so it's going to be a simple wooden floor. Because I think that always looks a little bit nicer, definitely, just to have simple. Should I go? I think I'm going to go birchwood actually, just because it looks a bit nicer as far as flooring goes. We're not going to have carpet on this one because obviously then that we wouldn't be able to do with redstone. Yep, so now again, like in a real house, where we'd be able to get, because it's done with half slabs things, we'd be able to get under floorboards. Although there's nothing in Minecraft that's actually the right size for that, obviously. It just makes it a little bit more real life-like, in my opinion, and I like that idea of things being quite lifelike. Yeah, so the way we're using, yep, so I'm just gonna do this all now. Shouldn't take too long. So hopefully we'll be able to put all the floorboards in quite quick and then get onto the redstone stuff before the end of the episode. Obviously, you can very easily probably already tell what I'm going to do with the redstone bit, as it is naturally quite simple, but if you can't, then make sure to hang around, and hang around anyway, because yeah, you might as well. I think if I put the beds on now, we will have to I do want to put some more details in, but in fact, actually, I'm thinking maybe no, it's not. We're going to do one where it'll be like odd number sort of thing with a centre, but for that one I think is where we'll do what I'm thinking about now. And now we are going to put the redstone in, then close up the roof. We need to trigger both of them, don't we? And one of them is higher up, so if we go nope. Wait a minute. And it'll be Yep, so now you can see his full. You can see that. I think I'm gonna swap the bookcase and chests round. So I will do that in a minute though once I've sorted out redstone stuff. Now we need to make it look neat again outside because obviously we broke out a few blocks. I think what we need to do here is quite simple. We just need to make a slight extension round. Just make it look natural. I think we're just going to have a 2-block little sticky out bit here. Gives it a bit more pyramid shape, gives it a bit more depth to the wall. So I don't think it's a bad thing by all means. And now we just need to do the same thing to the other side. So redstone here, redstone here and here, and redstone here, and block here, and block there, and lever here. Wait a minute. I hate how levers always face the same way. It always really annoys me when I'm trying to get symmetry done well. But if we do it this way, now it works. Right. Yeah. So switch these round. Stone bricks. I need to get back so we can fix the wall up outside. I will make sure to do that first, and then I will switch everything around, and then I will probably build in the roof outside of the episode, but just to give you an idea, I am going to build it in like a sort of triangular fashion. Actually, no, I'm going to build it so that it's only a small roof, so I think I will just do it now, but I'm just going to build it like so. So that you still have that same height room, but you don't have to build another bit all around the edge. So it's got a bit of a sticky out bit at the top. This, again, adds a bit more depth to the design. And when you're looking for aesthetical features, depth is one of the key things. I do probably need to add in lighting though. I'm not going to use all my fancy redstone stuff because it is designed to be a castle and castles are medieval, so I am just going to use simple torch and torch. And I think as far as aesthetics go, that makes it looks very nice. Now to cover up this bit, how was it I did it again? Oh yes. And then, I remember now. So that's about right. Yep, same on each side, so that means it must be right. And now, say that it, in fact, I'm going to do this I need to flip this round, of course. Oh, getting ahead of myself again. And, so just hold on a moment. Where will I find bookshelves? Here we are, in building blocks, surprisingly. So now you can't see that bit of redstone. And I'll just put chests in. Similar thing here. And then, yep. Now let's do this properly. If I get rid of everything, and obviously once this is a PvP server, it will not be done. It will be done at night and similar times. Obviously, there's hard material to break in thingy as well. But so if I go / time set night, enter. So it's going dark, mobs are about to start coming out. You want to close the doors, and so that zombies can't pull the doors open, break the doors down. All you want to do is try and use a failed circuit. That's exactly what you want to do, obviously. Yeah, only one of them is working. The top one is not working, and I think I know why as well. Excuse me. Using redstone is always complicated, but sometimes it's a little bit too complicated for my liking. And now it's night time as well. That's annoying. I should have left it at day. If I go redstone and get a redstone here. Straight into it with the redstone repeater. Now if I I took the switch out, didn't I? Lever, I'll add the redstone back in the set, but if I just go lever now, yep, both bits go out. Now I need to do the same thing on the other side, and again I need to make it look aesthetically pleasing on the outside, which is by far the most complicated task when trying to incorporate redstone into things like this. I was at one point thinking that wasn't actually going to work there, but it did, so my idea that I didn't think was going to work worked. That's always nice when that happens. Stone. Stone bricks. Yep, so I need to go do, and then simply make it look like there's a bit of a issue with running out of space on the tiny bit of dirt, but I will just simply for now go do, and I will fix up the dirt for you later off camera, because I know you don't all want to watch me placing bits of dirt, because that can be a bit boring sometimes. So now it's still night time. We've managed to make all the repairs, but the mobs are still going to come, and probably sooner rather than later. So let's put the switches on, and I know what it is this time, although I don't always know what it is. It is because where it's going up there, it needs a bit of extra height. So what I'm going to do is yep, because you see it's completely blocked off there where it's meant to go up. So all I needed to actually be doing this time was a do. Much better. Same to the other side, I think. It's better work this time after many attempts. I think we may have finally got this working. And so now, sealed in, no mobs can get into us because we've got our roof on as well. And so after many attempts I did get back to work, and obviously now if we can go to bed because it's night, and when we wake up the next morning we can then pull the switches, open the doors, and head outside. So yeah, this whole thing definitely works. This series is going to continue, like I say, and we're going to obviously do as much as we can of the series. I am going to add more dirt around, and I'll probably lay most of the foundations for basically everything I'm doing in off camera, because obviously that is the easiest way to do it. But also what we're going to have is the actual area that's going to be around it is I've decided I'm going to do the main body of the area at regular height, but then there's going to be a ditch sort of around it, as there would be in a typical medieval castle of yours, like a motte and bailey, where this main bit here is slightly risen, obviously. Anyway, I do not know why this hasn't turned to grass yet, so I may have to do that manually, but still, see you in the next episode of BAM Forts.